Hey, Calm Your Mental family. Welcome to another installment of Calm. How are ya? Are you doing okay? As this week winds down, I hope you're taking a moment or two to just be present. To let go of all the should and must. And just look around you. Look at life. Look at the amazingness of life. Sometimes I wonder why anything else was ever needed to add to what life is already. When you think of nature and all of its miraculousness and the process it goes through naturally to be as beautiful as it is. One of the things I hate about the human experience is how we lack patience and we shun the process, the real true time that something takes to form and develop and be amazing or taste good or whatever. We often get stuck in the quick and easy and now, I need it now, and then wonder when it comes to our purpose or our calling or alignment why things are taking so long. When really it's not that they're taking long at all, it's that we as humans have found a way to fast forward just about everything. But the one thing you cannot fast forward truly is nature's process. And that includes your spiritual development, social, mental, all of it. There's no fast forward of true growth, especially when it comes to developing your character and lived experiences that produce wisdom. There's no fast forwarding that. You have to go through that whole shit, whether it takes you 9 months or 2 years or 20 years. You're not getting through to that next level of growth or experience until you pass the test or whatever, go through whatever you have to grow through until you fully develop. Anyways, I didn't mean to come through with that so quickly, but hey, I'm just the messenger. And that's actually what I want to talk about. Being the messenger, but not just in terms of saying any old thing when you feel like talking. I want to talk about calling. When you're called to be the messenger or you're called to do something that excites you, but also is going to require you to come out of your comfort zone. I can only speak personally with this because it's something I am currently going through. So it's been almost a year since I started my podcast, and it took a lot for me to even want to do that. It took about maybe 4 years before I decided or had the courage to even do something like this. I had entertained different ways of doing it, whether I was gonna do it by myself or have a partner And ultimately, I felt like it was something I had to do on my own because I was going to be leaning too heavily on that other person to go forward instead of just following my intuition and gut of, you know what, there's things I want to talk about. There's things I need to talk about. Mostly my experiences, good or bad, all of them, And I needed the space to not be rehearsed and just be led by the Spirit. And so, it took me a long time to get to the point where I could get the courage to do that. Well, as I said, it's been almost a year, and now I'm feeling called to come out a little more, to step forward, to step to the front and be seen. And not in such a way of like, look at me, I'm this person you should know, but to be utilized in a greater way. And again, this is not something that's like, oh, I need to do this. I need to, show myself, and I don't. Who I am wants to stay hidden and just record these episodes and just, go back into my hole, stay behind the curtain, encourage you from afar. But I can feel this deeper calling, this deeper pull of, no, I need you to get to the front. I need to use you the way I intended to, not the way you want, right? Or not the way that's comfortable for you. And so what I see that God has been doing in just this year of this podcast is getting me comfortable with speaking, because that's not my comfort zone, especially when I'm speaking to others. I can do this, but getting me comfortable with my own voice and my messages, and also trusting Him to deliver the message, to give me the substance of what to speak on and when to speak about it. So there's this process that's been going on for a year, and now there's this deeper pull inside of me to step into the light, so that I can be a light, or the light that's been intended. And so it's challenging to me for different reasons. One of them, the strongest for me, being that, I've always been a loner, more introverted, I think, the older I got. But very much on my own, very much not waiting for approval, very much not waiting for, validation or to be accepted by any group. And so I've never much cared for the crowd's opinion or their response. But since I've been sitting with this idea of coming forward, of coming into the light to be useful, it's made me examine a bit why I'm so comfortable with being a loner and not being accepted or not being in a clique or a group, why I've deterred from those things. And as I look back, it was mostly a defense mechanism. it was mostly an adverse reaction to rejection at some point that caused me to build this barrier of I don't care around myself, this barrier of I don't need your approval. And, I'd say for the longest time, it's been one of the things I like about myself the most. But as I contemplate coming into the light, I wonder if now what once was a strength for me is a weakness, because it's a comfort zone now. It's a place I'd rather be than stepping up and stepping forward. Because stepping up and stepping forward is going to expose me to more. It's going to expose me to criticism. It's going to expose me to, people who may disagree with what I'm saying. It's going to expose me to opinions I had protected myself from in my loner state. But it's interesting because I'm running up against that fear, or I'm at the line of it. And I just know that I have to push forward. I have to. I'm at a place now where the longer it takes for me to step into my calling, the more miserable I've become. The longer it takes for me to accept that I'm being called or pulled a certain way, the more I just feel restless in my body. It feels very much like just when you know you're supposed to be doing something, or something you're not supposed to be doing, and you keep doing it, and you just feel shitty inside. That's very much what it feels like. So here I am, soon to be pivoting into the next stage, the next platform, right? Stepping up to the next platform to be more useful. And it feels shitty. Just moving out of my comfort zone feels shitty, But yeah, so this is the reminder that, when there's a calling, when you feel that call, when you feel that pull, it's usually going to challenge where you're currently at internally. It's going to challenge something, whether it's what you say you believe, or your strength, or whether you feel like you have any, or who you are when you're desperate, as opposed to when you have everything you need. It's gonna challenge something. And while I believe that it is worth facing the fear, honestly, I'm still trying to figure out a way to go around that. I'm still not entirely feeling like I'm ready, but also feeling like the misery is pushing me to a place of I don't have a choice, because I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm tired of delaying my calling because I'm afraid. And I don't know if you've ever been there, but man, when you've exhausted that time of like, and I feel like it's been grace that God's been giving me for a long time to just keep ignoring and keep delaying and keep just doing what I want to do. And it's finally to a point where it's like, okay, there's no more wiggle room for you to be bullshitting. I need you to come to the front. You know, it's your turn.
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
So yeah, this love note is it's just an honest moment. I'm just keeping it real, you know. Keeping it real. And if I can encourage you in any way, it's, you know what? You'll be all right. You'll be all right. Go towards your fear. You'll be all right. Allow yourself to fully bloom and fully become whatever it is. You know, I was pondering something about reaching one's full potential and what that actually really looks like for me. And I know some would say it's reaching maybe a certain social status or maybe a certain level of success. But for me, as of now, reaching my full potential just looks like me actually living up to who I truly am and being able to say I left it all. I left it all on the table. I left it all. Everything that I believed I was supposed to do. Every ounce of potential, I squeezed it out. There was nothing that I felt I needed to do. So I ask you, what is yours? What does you reaching your fullest potential look like? Damn. As a giver, as a natural giver, I want to be able to look at my life and say that I gave in every possible way that I felt inspired, that I felt called, that I had an expression to give. I gave. And that feels amazing. Well, calm your mental. I'm so glad that I was able to share some moments of honesty with you. Thank you for receiving my honesty and my flaws. I hope this message was a blessing in some way, or calmed your mind, or sent you to sleep, etc. I'll leave it here for now. Until next time.